Everybody knows. Everybody knows the story of the three little pigs, or at least they think they do. But I'll let you in on a little secret. Nobody knows the real story because nobody has ever heard my side of the story. I'm the wolf, as in dirty wolf. You can call me Al.
No one knows just how this whole big bad wolf thing got started, but it's all wrong. Maybe it's because wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies and sheep and pigs. That's just the way they are. If cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think people were big and bad too. But the whole big bad thing is all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar.
Way back in the one upon a time, our friend the wolf was making a birthday cake for his dear old granny. He had a terrible sneezing cold. He ran out of sugar. So he walked down the street to ask his neighbor for a cup of soup.
Now, this neighbor was a pig, and he wasn't too bright either.
He had built his whole house out of straw. Can you believe it? Who in his right mind would build a house of straw? So of course, the minute the wolf knocked on the door, it fell right in, and he didn't want to walk into someone else's house. So he called, little pig, are you in?
No answer. He was just about to go home without the cup of sugar for his dear old granny's birthday cake.
That's when his nose started to itch. He felt a sneeze coming out. He stopped and he stopped.
And he sneezed a great sneeze. And you know what? That whole darn straw house fell down. And right in the middle of the pile of the straw was the first little pig, dead as a doornail.
He had been home the whole time. It seemed like a shame to leave a perfectly good thing and dinner lying there in the straw. So the wolf ate it up. Think of it as a big cheeseburger just lying there. He felt a little better, but he still didn't have his cup of sugar.
So he went to the next neighbor's house. This neighbor was the first little pig's brother. He was a little smarter, but not much. He had built his house out of sticks.
He rang the bell on the stick house. Nobody answered. He called, Mr. Pig, are you in? He heard back.
Now I'm late too. Go away, wolf, you can't come in. I'm shaving the hairs on my chinny chin chin. So he had grabbed the doorknob when he felt another sneeze coming on. He huffed and he snuffed. And he tried to cover his mouth, but he sneezed a great sneeze.
And you're not going to believe it, but this guy has felt there Now you know food will spoil if you leave it out in the open. So he did the only thing that was he do. He had dinner with them.
Think of it as the second helping. He was getting awfully full, but his cold was feeling a little better.
And he still didn't have that cup of sugar for his dear old granny's birthday cake. So the wolf went to the next house. This guy was the first and second little pig's brother. He must have been the brains of the family. He had built his house of bricks. The wolf knocked on the brick house. No answer. Mr. Pig, are you in?
And do you know what that rude little porker answered?
Get out of here, wolf. Don't bother me again.
Talk about impolite.
He probably had a whole sack full of sugar. He huffed and he wouldn't give the wolf even one little cup of his for his dear sweet old Bernie's birthday cake. What a pig. The wolf was just about to go home and maybe make a nice birthday card instead of a cake when he put his cold tummy on. He huffed and he puffed and he sneezed once again.
Then the third little pig yelled.
And your own granny can't sit on a pig.
The wolf was usually a pretty calm fellow, but when he heard somebody talk about his dear sweet old granny like that, he went a little crazy.
So when the cops dragged up, of course, he was trying to break down this big door, and the whole time the wolf was huffing and puffing and singing it and making a real scene. The rest, as they say, is history. The news reporters found about the two pigs he had for dinner. They figured that this guy going to borrow Papa's other than doing fighting. So they jazzed up the story. With all that huff and puff and blow your house down stuff. And they made him the big bad rough. That's it. The real story. I was afraid.
But maybe you could loan him a cup of sugar? Thank you guys for coming up and doing this with me.
Bob.